Have you guys ever wondered how streamers do it? How content creators create their path and their journey to success? Well, today we're learning from the man, the myth, the legend, the person who probably has one of, or if not some of the best YouTube videos in existence out there in the world. Like, and by best YouTube videos, I mean he's always consistently finding new ways to create and reinvent, uploading gaming content, IRL content, and just videos in general. All of them are always banging, and even when he feels like he's on a downward spiral where he's not getting an insane amount of views, he's still getting an insane amount of views because, you know, he's just him. We are watching Ludwig, the professor, go ahead and teach us how to become a streamer, or more in tune with how to get lucky. Without further ado, let's jump into this. I haven't watched anything with Streamer University. I honestly don't give a about other people's lives like that. I'm going through my own hardships. We've been streaming for 43 hours trying to go ahead and, you know, just have a good stream and just make content and, you know, have people stop by and just enjoy it. And also, I've just been live because I don't really want to be alone, I guess you could say. Into this.
Professor L. Professor, what up? Do you have any water?
Sorry. No.
What's up, chat? We're gonna.
Professor, pre-class question.
Yeah.
What can I do to be your best student?
Just participate.
What?
Listen, be an active listener, be an active learner.
Make really good notes.
Honestly,
why?
the best thing you can do is be an amazing streamer in 6 months and then say it was all because of Professor L's class.
Okay.
I was on. Oh, I do know you. I looked at your channel today. I looked at all your channels today, yeah.
Hey.
All right, it's 305.
Gonna shut the door or
Black boy's coming up right now.
Come on in.
Do I lock him out?
Come on in. 305.
all right, chat. Lock in, chat. Lock in. We got the
Doors
pad.
are officially locked at this
We're
point.
like learning from this, bro.
Everybody is officially late. No. Can you give me one, please? No, you can get No, you do. I'll take one.
Hey, Professor Al.
Huh?
Do you have a pen by any chance? They gave me a box with
I do not have a pen. I apologize.
Should have come prepared, ma'am.
All right, y'all. Do you hear
Yeah?
my voice clap once? Do you hear my voice clap twice? Sarah, sit the fuck down. Guys, we are now starting. There's 2 people outside. Should I let them in? I'll leave it up to you guys.
No. Yes. They're late. No, they're late.
Show of hands if I should let them in. All right? Keep those hands up.
You're mad weird if you don't want to let them
Six,
in,
seven,
bro.
8, 9, 10. All right, hands down. Hands up if you think I shouldn't let them in. All right, Vader, you.
I already sent him on the mission.
Leave it to mad big fucking streamers in the back there, by the way.
Next
2 big
person's in.
streamers.
Class just voted to let you in. They just voted to let you in. Bring it over.
Wait, I brought you this. I heard that it was bonus points.
All right, lock it. Now we're locked for real. All right, have a seat. Please have a seat. Everyone, welcome to my course today.
Lock in, chat. This is just me learning, bro. If you're watching this, hi. I'm learning. I just woke up, bro. I'm fucking exhausted. I've been streaming for 43 hours, but I want to see what he wants to say. I want to see how he does it.
Welcome to my course today. It's called How to Get Lucky.
I'm just stupid,
I
so.
realize this has a bit of a sexual innuendo. It is not sexual, but I truly believe to be a successful streamer, you need to get lucky. I think every streamer has had a moment they can refer to where they got lucky, but it's about capitalizing on that luck, being prepared for when that luck strikes. All right. So here it is.
Because if you get like, say I got like a fucking 3,000 person raid, right? If I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, thank you guys. So what are we doing? Like, nobody's gonna stay.
For y'all, does anyone have a thought on it? Please. Do you need to be zero or no? If you believe you'll be successful, you become successful.
Yeah.
I said no. What is the bare minimum to ever being able to begin being able to achieve it?
Say that one more time for me.
Like no, but it is the bare minimum to ever begin being able to.
I see what you're saying.
I don't think it's like a grand factor of becoming successful.
You have to
but I
believe
think
you're
in
gonna be
order
successful to be
You have to
successful.
have that mindset of like, oh, I want to be successful, and that's the drive. It's not really like how.
Okay, y'all are like just complicating it, bro. Just say yes or no. Bro, I hate when motherfuckers do this. Like, I had a class where the person was like answering like a crazy format. I'm like, bro. Like, and I understand, like, obviously wanting to do all that, but I would still say that I would say that it's like, yeah, like obviously yes or no, but like I would say when they answer, don't like I'll be all weird about like she basically just did a roundabout way of saying it is. She's like, well, it's not the exact reason you're gonna get it, but it's a driving force. Well, then that is without it, you would not succeed. That is what it's saying. You would without believing you won't succeed. Though.
It's the mindset. The mindset's the drive because the goal. As long as you have your eyes on the goal, your drive is unstoppable.
Marlon?
Well, I do think that's the first step to being successful. You know what I'm saying? But then on top of that, I think, you know, hard work, discipline, all this stuff. If you don't have that, I don't think you'll be successful at all. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking Marlon there, bro.
On the head. I don't think we got to go more because it is absolutely true that belief alone is not enough.
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
right? What you need is belief, but you also need all those other factors. The most important thing I want you to take away
still what you
from
need.
this class is that you need to be delusional. All right?
Honestly, that might be the main takeaway of this.
Are already amazing at this. All right, you were all delusional enough to have applied to Streamer U and thought that you would get picked to get in. You are all delusional enough to be hitting the.
But that's such an interesting concept because so many of them didn't think they would get in. They apply just to apply. There's no thought process of getting in. It's not really about delusions. Also, applying to a thing like this isn't delusional. It's a very, very simple thing. Like, I could have made one of these. Not that I probably wouldn't have gotten in, but I could have made one of these, and it would have taken me probably a fucking max a day where I could work a full-time job and still apply to one of these. Like, that's like the thing. And yes, the delusion is obviously, I feel like, then going and expecting to be successful. I feel like that's when your delusions start to arise because you're believing that this is going to be your success story. But this is just the stepping stone. Just because you are given this opportunity, there's 200 people. To find 200 people is not an easy iteration. And there might even be more than that. I don't know how many exactly there are. Is there 400 or 200? I'm not even exactly sure on the exact number on that. But yeah, be delusional obviously matters. Without believing, you won't have any start to the path. So it really does have a... You're still alive, dude? No fucking way you're still alive, dude. Yeah, bro.
Which is in it of itself an act of
We're
ego,
gonna
right?
end it.
People should be watching me, not other people. So you're a little delusional in that sense.
See, what I want to get away from this is I don't want to get what I need to upload. I don't need to get what type of content I need to make. I don't need to get all this instances. What I need to know is exactly what I need, like what I should do. Like, I do reaction. I love reaction content, but reaction content in reality is not going to get me to blow up. I do reaction content simply out of my own realization of like, oh, I enjoy it. Keep going.
It is a perfect thing if you're going to be a successful streamer. You have to be delusional. It's not a teachable skill. That is a skill that you either have intrinsically, maybe.
Bro, I'm so delusional.
So
it's kind of
congratulations,
insane.
you all have that, and I have some more congratulations for you. I got some good news for you all today. Wow. 10,000. All right, nope, it's not 10,000. All right, the class is called How to Get Lucky. A little back.
I'm not gonna lie. Obviously right now I need money to live, but in an instance where I had enough money to live on a daily basis, I probably wouldn't want any money. I would rather learn from all the YouTubers that I can, take in all the information, have like a notebook of like how to be a YouTuber, how to be a streamer, and like just taking all the successful hits. Like I would take from Ludwig, I would take from Squeaks. I think Squeaks is a great one because Squeaks did it in a way that like I feel like so many people others didn't. And I know he had a main game, but it's just interesting. Anyway, here we go.
On who I am. I am Professor L. All right. If you don't know me,
Professor L's kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, because like.
What was that?
L from
So uncalled for. What was that? Extremely uncalled for.
No, chat was saying loser. I was like, loser? What are you talking
Bonnie,
about?
everyone gets one. So you're out. Professor L, Streamer of the Year 2021. Bonnie, do you have one? Oh shit! Content Creator of the Year 2022. You got one? Oh shit! Okay, that's what I thought.
It's so but the point of this is like he has so many streamer awards, and I think it's so funny when I watch like videos like this where there's like a class of adults, and I feel like sometimes the adults are more like almost like fucking immature than children, bro. It's insane.
Top 50 Super Smash Brothers player. I'm a Red Bull athlete. 6th most sub streamer all time. Engaged to a bad bitch. Fluent Chinese.
Engaged to a bad bitch.
Other languages. And I'm 31 years old. I'm probably. Show of hands. Anyone older than me in this room? There we go. There we go.
God
Right,
damn.
I don't think you got me beat yet.
What rank now?
I'm top 50. 92% of streamers do not go live a second time. That's real sad. 92% of people will go live once and they will never go live again. To be in the top 1%, all you need is 20 viewers.
20%.
That is the top 1% on Twitch for streaming.
Yeah, we got 20 viewers, right?
You are already in the top 1%.
Can't make money to live
1
with them,
million
though.
students who have applied, you guys made it in. Round of applause for yourselves.
Does 2 count?
And just by show of hands, who's in the top 1% on Twitch?
I got 2 if you had a 0.
All right, that's pretty good. So we're doing
Marlon
well.
sitting back there with fucking 20K, bro. He's got like goddamn like.
We're doing well, but look. All right, I want to talk a bit about. Oops, excuse me. I skipped ahead too much here. All right, there we go. All right, everyone, do me a favor. Check under your chairs. Check under your chairs, everyone. Everybody, check under your chairs.
There ain't nothing
right
under
now.
there.
All right, okay. Everyone's got. Who got a star?
I don't have a star.
All right.
Bro, agent in this class?
Do me a favor. What?
Why is
what color
agent a
star you
student?
got? Okay. Silver, white.
I don't got any color,
Does
chat.
anyone have a gold star? Anyone have a gold star?
Wait, let me see. That was white. This is white.
You can check under the... Anyone got to check under the chair of a neighbor if you need. Who's got our gold star? Oh, we got our gold star!
I don't think I could have ever went.
Hold up.
Maybe. I don't think I would ever went to
Let me explain what the
this.
stars mean, everyone. Let me explain what the stars mean. What was your name again, please? Malik. You win our gold star. Are you live right now? Guess what you win for the gold star?
Raid.
I will be rating you today.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. You got it. The thing with the raid though is just because you get a raid, it doesn't mean success. I had a 2,500 like raid, like genuinely a huge raid. But the raid was from somebody who didn't play any of the games I played. We didn't compare as like people in general. Like he was a speedrunner. He played Dark Souls. He played hard games. He played games that were intense, or horror games. And I hadn't played many horror games at the time. All I played was Phasmophobia. So you know what I did? I did a 24-hour stream. And you know what? I did quite capitalize on that. But you know what happened after that stream? My viewership was here. My viewership went like this, and it did go in a stagnant line, and then it just plummeted. And it's this like concept of like you have to grab the attention of the people who are watching you. Now, if Ludwig rates me, right? Ludwig is such a big community, so you're gonna lose like a few thousand instantly. You can't get discouraged by that. You can't get discouraged by any of it. But Ludwig's got like community, like say he rates me, right? Boom, rates, boom, mad people dissipate, bro, and it just they trickle out. But with Ludwig's mindset and the way he does things, I love like the same almost iteration as him, but I'm not Ludwig. So they're not going to just be instantly attached to me like they are fucking ticks. They're going to want to watch me for me, and they're going to want to see something that's actually entertaining. They're gonna want something that compares to Ludwig, so then they can stick around. What I would do in that situation if I got rated by Ludwig, I don't really know. I'd probably like, yo, I need a bro, and I'm just trolling. But I feel like something along those lines. I'd be like, yo, I think if Ludwig, I think I should have like a plan, like just in case similar people raid me to how variety streamers are. But I'd be like, all right, what's good, guys? Today we're doing the gamer gauntlet since we got raided by Ludwig. I feel like that's something you can react to. If she's obviously she's IRL, I feel like that's so different than Ludwig's like content. You kind of just have to hope. Like I know that you can do that, but like in this instance of being raided by Ludwig at Streamer University, I feel like you're in such an interesting you're such an in such an interesting situation because yeah, you'll be noticed, and I'm sure more people will see you on the higher up list, which will be even better for the Streamer University category. But in that same instance, it's like damn, like I guess I could do like Streamer University for like 3 seconds, and I'm doing this. How many views does that like that category have? It's like she gets his raid, right, which is freaking sick, by the way. Oh my god, I'd say the person I make the closest content to when I actually make content is feel like the closest content is him and Joe Bart. The reason I say Joe, the thing about Joe is like Joe's community is so tight knitted to him that even if you do get rated by him, you'll probably only have like 1,000 people watching at the end. Like there are certain creators, like say I got rated by Lyric, right? Like people love Lyric, people watch Lyric because he plays a lot of games. That would relate very, 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 very closely with me. I don't play as many games as Lyric because I don't have like a lot of money to spend on games, but I play a lot of games, which would be a great person to get rated by. Lyric's a great person to get rated by. Squeaks is is a good person to get rated by. Ludwig is a good person to get rated by. Anybody who plays Apex is a good person to get rated by. Anybody who plays Rocket League is a good person to get rated by. Anybody who plays these certain games are good people to get rated by. The only instance that would be like causing a rise an issue is Ludwig is an interesting one because if Ludwig rates me, like it's like, ooh, what do I do for that stream? For like if like Squeaks rates me, I can just play a competitive game. I mean, his community will probably stay a little bit. Like these are the instances. Like, and I'm not saying you're gonna get rated because then you have to think about the percentage on top of that of what the rate actually would be for the percentage wise of getting rated. Because you could easily say, okay, well I'm gonna do this when I get rated by this guy. Then you get rated by that guy, and that doesn't work out. What do you do next? You're gonna have to have a fall on. And also, how likely is that you're gonna get rated by Ludwig in the sea of streamers, just in the sea of university streamers, there's already this many people. I don't know how many exactly that is, but we'll go ahead and say there's a number of 300 people in streaming university. The likelihood of you getting rated by any of the bigger streamers like who are like above you as a teacher is 6 people. I believe there's 6 teachers out of 300 students, and that's just my estimate of the number. I'm sure there's a better estimate of the number or an actual number, but 300 divided by 6 is nowhere near like a lot. And then that's not even taking into account the iteration of all the streamers in the entire world or all of their friends that they have on Twitch who they know and they could raid. For example, Ludwig, Squeaks, Valkyrie, Footsy, like all these people, Sea-Dog, all these people are just super quick like iterations of examples. Or then Joe, Sneak Sack, Small Fries, like all these people who are gonna have like a nice lead ahead of you, because why would Joe go look for a random viewer or a random streamer when he could easily just take this like person he's known and who he wants to support, and boom, bada bing, you know what I mean? And then even if he does click on me, is it going to actually give me anything, or is it just going to be like, oh, here it is, dangle, dangle, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's just like the whole thing.
Now, guys, what did Mouth do to earn that gold star?
Got lucky.
Got lucky. Okay. Raise your hand if you got a white star.
I got a white star.
I got bad news for you. All right, you guys, and this is a real stat, you guys are going to leave Streamer U less successful than you came in.
Oh.
I need you guys to listen to these stats I'm about to tell you. They're very important. Most of you guys are going to fail.
Do you know why some people are going to leave with less success than they would have had before? I don't know that you're in chat, Goosey, or anybody like that, but the reason they'll leave with less success than they had before entering Streamer University, which is a fucked up, like genuine like mentality, or just a fucked up like situation in general. The reason that they will be less successful is because they will have gone into Streaming University hoping that that would be their success, like that would be what gave them their success. But it's not about Streamer U, it's about them. It's about them allowing themselves or making themselves successful by pushing through all this adversity and pushing through all of this, like these situations where they're not going to be in the front line, they're not going to be the front attention. That is why when they leave Streaming University with like the same amount of level of like reputation, they're not going to be like, oh, I want to keep streaming. They're going to be like, it's over. It's not going to work. And that's because even though you could say, oh, I'm going to Streamer University, I'm going to give it my all, some people go here and think it's a free ride to success. That's not how it works. Just because you're on the boat doesn't mean there's somebody to drive the boat. Just because you're on the boat doesn't mean there's somebody who, just because you're on the boat doesn't mean you're automatically going to catch fish. You still have to do the work when you're in that area. You know what I mean? Just because you're there doesn't mean you'll succeed. You have to keep going. You have to keep trying, bro. So many times I've given up, and so many times I've just let it go. And this is like the surmountable like success rate for me. Like I have basically, this is why I'm where I'm at. I have put myself in this situation by giving up streaming.
Actively are going to fail as streamers. I did the math on last year's Streamer 2025 invites. Here's
why?
The chart.
See, in that perspective of why, like, what do you mean why? You should know why. People are so lazy and they just give up when the fucking thing is not given to them. When they're put in a situation where they could have everything and that everything is not given to them, they don't go, okay, I'm going to keep doing that thing. They stop. They stop fucking trying. When they don't succeed in one tournament, they give up and never compete in another tournament. When they don't succeed in getting their highest rank in a video game, they don't try again. When they get annoyed on when they get annoyed at a situation in athletic sports or they get injured, some people just sit down and never try again. It's because no matter what, people cannot actually put it effort when there's nothing to show for that effort, because you're doing it usually for the money and for the factor of fame when you should be doing it for the love of the game. Now I'm doing it because I want to like exist and live, but a majority, like I want to be a content creator. That's not even like a doubt in my mind. I know what I want. I know where I want to be. I know what I want to do. I've never really known what I wanted to do, and content's everything.
I'm gonna break down this chart for you. It's a dumbbell chart.
Wow, that's too much for me.
These black dots are where they were at before Streamer U 2025. April 2025, that was their average viewership. The red line, okay, that means they went down in viewers. The green line, they went up in viewers. The orange dot is what their viewership is last month, okay? So these are people who they went to Streamer U, they had all that success, all that excitement, I'm about to be a fucking amazing streamer. Now their viewership down in here, Okay?
Which you should expect.
I'll give you the stats more concrete.
You're not going to go to streamer you and keep the same
Really grasp
viewership.
it.
Ron isn't going to keep 90,000 people watching him. Marlon isn't going to keep 30K watching him. Like, all these people are going to keep this amount of people watching them. Nobody is going to keep that amount of people watching. You know what gives you the definition of keeping that amount of people watching you? Is showing them that you're different and that you're better. And it's an easy concept to spew it out of your mouth, but it's a harder concept to put into actual, like, situations and, like, actually do.
The average viewership of all the streamers who participated in Streamer U 2025 is down 287 viewers. Wow. They have lost viewers year over year. Wow. Now, obviously, that's outweighed by people with larger streams. Okay, they have much more of an impact. The median streamer, all right, the median, we know what the median is, right? You slash both ends so you get the person in the middle, all right? I
didn't know that.
Marlon, you shaking your head no?
No. Sarah is on me again. Like,
it's all right. The median viewers, all you need to know, has gained 4 viewers before and after Streamer U. Okay? This is you. This is what you will be, all right, next year after all the excitement's over. After all the class.
That's not even like true like garbage. Like, that's not gonna obviously give somebody a career, but 4 viewers, 4 extra people watching on an average basis is fucking unbelievable. Like, I feel like people take into this notion that it's like, wow, that's not that much people. Bro, Goosey, you being in my chat, imagine if you were standing behind me. Imagine if Curry was standing behind me. Imagine if Restores was standing behind me. Imagine if Dark was standing behind me. Imagine if this other person was standing behind me. Imagine if all my viewers who have accumulatively come in and watched me on an average basis were standing behind me, watching me. That would be a lot of fucking people. One person breathing behind me would be a lot of people. I'd be like, yo, Darth Vader, shut the fuck up. Like, just because like people have this perspective of watching, oh, well, he has 1,000 viewers. Yeah, he's 1,000 viewers, but like, you have 50 average viewers. That's fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable, dude. Like, you could literally, you would fill up a restaurant with 50 people, bro. Like, that is insane, depending on the restaurant, of course.
What's happening? All right, after your viewership skyrocketed, your followership skyrocketed, you are going to get 4 more viewers.
The negative 287
Over half.
SU.
If you got a white star, that is you. Over half of the streamers have gained single-digit viewers or lost viewers year over year.
That's crazy.
Okay, why do we think that is?
You know, there's streamers who I saw a streamer you who had such success and unbelievable luck that, like, obviously that played into part, but did not take that and run with that. Yes, they grew in a way that obviously is still impressive to them and those around them, but the capitalization that they could have gotten had they had more management, had they had like more like actual like organization with their channels and stuff is unbelievable. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I did make a video where I reacted to streamer you like applications, and I talked about like YouTube channels and stuff, and I feel like a lot of people miss out on the factor that if you're a decently sized streamer or like a bigger streamer, make fucking YouTube channels that orient towards your content. Don't make a fucking channel that's like, oh, I'm gonna do a horror game today, and then go play it, and then you're gonna do the next thing you do in that the next video you do is a sleepover or an IRL stream or a VOD. Like, don't have your channel be 30 different fucking things. Nobody wants to search through your content, bro. Like, they want to go, okay, damn, this video was kind of funny. Let me go to the next video, which should be the same equivalent of that video. Like, I don't watch my game, the people who play video games, I don't watch the game YouTubers and go, damn, I want to watch their videos. Watch their one video and then go watch their next video and then just literally click on like a fucking like click on like a dress. Oh, today we're going ahead and wearing this. Like, no, what?
Be the trip of a lifetime. You're supposed to have made it. You're in the big leagues.
No, that
Why
works.
not?
I do think when you come here, everybody's gonna spike. Big streamers, small streamers. When you leave,
You just said
you
that.
gotta make sure you're entertaining on your own as well and try to capitalize on it and just grow. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's also why I hate collabs.
What else?
Kind of like what he's saying, but you also gotta find ways to maintain the trajectory, because it's like this is going to skyrocket you in one way or another. But if you just instantly go back to not changing anything about your content or not implementing things
Juicy Jacob in the back being Robin. I don't know who JC Jacob is, but it might be
you
him.
might have learned or not collabing with people that you met, you just gonna end up right back where you were.
I hate that collab format. I hate how collabing is like, and I'm not disagreeing with collabing, and I'm not disagreeing with networking, because that's like two of the same things almost. thing with collabing and networking is fine. Networking is honestly one of the biggest things in the like concept of Twitch, YouTube, and all this. Because say example, I'm really good at networking, and I line up a fucking stream with Steve Ronaldo, and then next week I have a stream with Lacey, and then the next week I have a stream with like Joe Bart. Like, y'all gonna be seeing me everywhere. I'm gonna be in clips. I'm gonna be in everything.
Okay? You know what sucks? Is doing it when you don't have a great game plan, when you have nothing going on. All right? So motivation is great, but we should discipline ourselves in small things and from those progressive things of greater value. This is Marcus Aurelius. Okay?
So he's basically saying that even though the small things don't seem big to us now, those small things will lead to bigger things. Like, if the small things didn't exist, you would never have those big things happen, which I feel like is one of the best things in the world. I'm gonna just write it down in my own words, and then if he says it differently, I'll write it down. Without small things.
The leader of Rome, the largest empire in the world.
Marcus Aurelius is awesome.
He wrote himself a journal.
I actually want to read that.
It was his private thoughts. It was never published. They published it after he died.
Yep.
It's the most powerful man on earth.
He didn't write it for anybody.
This, okay? He has everything in front of him. He is writing this. So what does it mean to be disciplined versus motivated? Okay, we all know motivation is fickle. Discipline is forever. How do we get some discipline? This is an activity. I want you guys to all be...
I will say discipline might be one of the, if not the biggest fucking, like, the biggest factor to success in anybody's success story. Like, anybody will tell you that, yes, you can get successful, but the way to become and stay successful, or not to become, but the way to stay successful, even if once you hit that success rate, right, is to stay disciplined, to stay on this path of alignment that does not change no matter what, no matter when, but also still having that ability to be flexible. Obviously, that doesn't mean be flexible every here and everywhere and then and now and this and that, but like that 1% flexibility is always good to have, because even on the fly, you can adapt to a situation. But what basically he's saying with discipline is to, no matter what you're doing, no matter the views you're getting, keep moving forward. And that almost coincides, I would say, be delusional and then be disciplined. Because if you're disciplined, you're in the same sentence, right? I thought that's wrong. Be disciplined. In that same sentence, you're being delusional.
You're doing this right now. This was your homework. If you did it, good. If you didn't, do it now. Pen and paper.
Write down your goal.
Pen and paper right now. If not, you can put it in your phone right now. That is fine. But I need you to write this down later.
Yo, come to a class with a pen and pencil.
Wait, I only have 2 pens.
Put it in your phone now. Write it down later.
I'm gonna write that down later. I'm not kidding.
Let's put it in the phones right now at the very least.
Oh, I'll get pissed.
We can run it on the phone. All right, guys. We're writing down our goals. These are goals that you want to achieve before the end of the year. They're 2026 goals. We're in July. We're over halfway through. We don't have that much time left. But what do you want to achieve by the
10K subs on YouTube, become a full-time creator, hit 100K on TikTok.
Be punctual, be full-time. I went 4 for 5. I'm not a punctual guy. I'll be honest about myself. All right, I went 4 for 5. But I do believe there is some value in materializing your goals by writing them out, putting them in the universe. Okay? And I want to see your goals. I'll reply to all of them. That's part of your homework today. But ultimately, motivation is fleeting.
My goals,
Discipline.
chat, if you just want to know, is become a full-time creator, get 10K subs on YouTube minimum, and 100K on TikTok. I mean, on Twitch, I would love to be just fucking, like, I guess become a full-time creator kind of co-aligns with that, but, like, I guess I'm like Twitch's standards, I guess, like, what? 3 to 100 subs a month. Get 100 subs. We'll get like 150, get 200 subs a month. To get 200 subs. Which this is by the end of 26. If I'm able to keep my apartment, if I'm able to keep my place and keep my internet the way it is and all this shit, like right now, because obviously bills are really rough right now, because we lost our job in a very shitty way, then I will still continue with this. Obviously, I really would love to just do this full-heartedly. I have a daughter, so like that's my main thing, objective. If I had to give up everything, I would just give everything for her. That's that. But this is like my goal. I feel like so many people just like look at it, and I feel like I've been left like more recently than usual, which is interesting.
Okay? Is what will help you be a successful whatever you want to be in the future, and goals can help you be accountable. Okay, make the goals achievable, but Also something that you're shooting for. Next up, we're gonna talk about schedule. All right, this is important. When I first went full-time streaming, I did what probably a lot of you maybe do right now. I went live. When I woke up, I went to bed. When I was tired, I woke up whenever I woke up. And I sort of did that on repeat, but you probably have recognized, maybe some of you who have started full-time streaming from a regular job.
I didn't even realize this in general, but yeah, a schedule is one of the best things in the world. We kind of had a schedule where we would go live at like 4 every single day, which was fucking awesome because you guys always knew to come in, and then I just kind of had to throw that out the window. And it was Monday to Thursday, which was also chill. We would stream for 44 hours right now, so obviously we've been chilling. But a schedule is like one of the best things you can have, and I would love to have kept my schedule going because I feel like it was a great schedule. Obviously losing my job really fucked me over, not having enough money to get by, and then just the last month, like just grinding, but almost that it didn't matter how much I grinded because I didn't do it correctly. Maybe I don't know. Let's overlook that.
Schedule kind of helps. It helps make sure you wake up at similar times, get similar sunlight, you eat correctly, you're working out correctly.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had enough money to get by, schedule would be valid.
Schedules, they just think about when can I spark, how long can I be live, and I think a lot of you right now, who's doing 24/7 here? Okay. Now this is fine. Look, it's Streamer U. It's a rare event. You're capitalizing on it, okay? But let's get a good schedule when we get back. I'm gonna tell you this is my ideal schedule. This is what I try to do day to day, at least when I go live. I wake up 9:30. The first thing I do, first 4 hours of my day, it's meetings. I do some podcasts. I eat right. I do like at least 5K steps. It's just starting my day off, okay? Next up, 1 p.m. This is probably one of the most important parts of my day. It's me time. I'm looking at people's streams. I'm ideating what I'm going to do on stream that day.
Whoa. You know what? That's so interesting. That's how I found a lot of my ideas, and I would always kind of like me time. Like time, obviously when you work, it's a little different, but I could still do this at work depending on the job. But ideating, looking at streams, ideating from my streams, basically creating ideas, ideating for streams. That's so fucking... God, that's genius. This might be one of the best ones that I could ever find. It's such a good idea to look at other people because other people who have already succeeded, why would you not, right?
That's it. I got nothing else on the plate. It's eat, ideate. I watch Twitch, that's it. 4 p.m., usually about when I go live. I don't go live for more than 4 to 6 hours. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit why that's I think a good amount of time for you guys to go live for.
Clips, videos, boom.
I'll do whatever segments I had come up with in my ideation process.
Also, another thing about Ludwig is he doesn't usually go live unless he has a video.
Eat dinner, chill, and then I try to hit a similar bedtime every day. This is going to be another homework assignment for y'all. This one, you guys, another important thing, take days off. I think a lot of you guys don't want to take days off. I think a lot of you guys feel this pull to keep going. You are human. You are...
Okay. It's just so interesting. Yo, we've gotten some great fucking stuff. Welcome back, Goosey. So take days off. Ugh, I hate that. I'm also, I guess, a similar state, but that's just because I feel like if I take days off, I'm giving up. I've already taken too many days off of my life. Take days off. And take days off, and what is the life I want to lead for myself? I just want to succeed in a dream that I've always had since I was a kid, and just actually be able to like give back to those who've given it to me. But seriously, like genuine honesty, like just want to succeed, bro. Like this is my dream. Like that's it.
Give yourself the best opportunity to succeed in 5 years. People underestimate what they can do in 5 years. They overestimate what they can do in 1 year. Okay. So if you give yourself a little rest, you'll be a lot more successful in the long term. Are you?
Another way to put it is 365 days is 1 year, right? 1,825, chat. 1,825 is 5 years. So in 1 year, in 365 days, you're trying to get done so much. You're overestimating what you could do because it's 1 year. But say you push that back 2 years. That's multiplied by 2. Now you have 2 times that time to get that done in a 2-year span. Now say that's 3 years. You have 3 more years. You have 365 extra days. Now say that's another one. That's another 365, brother. And then you hit 5, and that's 1,825 days, chat. 1,825 days to get what you believe you could do done. And of course, 5 years is a lot of time, but 5 years means you can increase the goal in a sense. You don't just spike it to like a fucking extravagant number, but with that like 1800 days, you can go, okay, well, instead of getting 10K on YouTube, I can get now 150K. Or if it's 5 years, you know, you do 10K originally, then multiply that by 2, that's 20K, multiply that by 3, that's like 60K. Like you could do multiply 60K, multiply 60K, multiply that, then you go, I think it's like 2,400, like 24K or 240K, and then you could do 240K, yeah, whatever, right? And then 240K times 5, right? And then boom, bada bing, you're at $1 million. In 5 years, you could set a goal for $1 million that would increase your potentially, like incrementally upping your rating by every year. Also, combining that with other content.
Streamer for a year and burn out, and then be like, oh, I can't deal with content creation, or are you trying to do it? I'm on year 8, okay? Yeah. And you never seen a tweet out of me going, oh man, I'm so fucking tired doing this, because I take time off. I go to Dodgers games, I hang out with my fiance, I do whatever. But I think time off is important. That shit actually matters. It will help.
But and this is an interesting take. Take days off. Wouldn't you say that Ludwig is already successful, and even back then he was successful enough to take days off? He could take days off. Interesting.
Help you in the long run. It will also help you be a more well-rounded individual.
That is true.
People who stream every day, they become rotted individuals. All right. I think experiencing life makes you a better streamer, makes you a more well-rounded person. This also matters. Do we have a question on that?
Did you start taking days off once you made it big, or when you were
All right, guys, hold up. That's a good question. Did I take days off when I was making it big? Okay, look, it's true that when the number's going up, it is really exciting to ride that wave and do as much as you can to keep it going. It's like what you guys are doing currently with Streamer University. I got to go live every day. Okay, that's fine. I think it's okay for short periods of time to do that, but make it a short period of time. Recognize, hey, I'm catching this wave. I'm going to take some time for myself after, all right, to catch up on the life that I haven't been leading because I've been so focused on
Saturday. Usually it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I guess I do take breaks. It's not a specific reasoning of taking straight.
Barely knows his wife, barely knows his kids.
I would say that I take breaks, but not to the extent that I would like to, because I still want to always get videos out for you guys. I haven't gotten videos in the last 2 days, but I've been live, so I don't really feel that too bad about it. I've been putting in the same amount of effort. I know that a lot of people like he literally specifically said don't go live 24/7. But like this is like I don't know. I don't have any routings to like if I do content in the format that I would like to do content, which I was doing content. Obviously, I'm not just doing this for money, but I need the money to live. Like that's why I'm live right now. I'd say is just because like I'm hoping like obviously there's like mindset of like oh maybe there'll be somebody who'll be like hey here you go bro like dope thank you so much bro now I can like end my stream or keep streaming and do all these things that I said I would do, but you know and get the bills paid. Fuck me. And then I can continue my normal strategy of 4 p.m. or 4 a.m., 4 p.m. for you guys while still having enough money to pay for everything. My daughter's weekend, so I was kind of depressed.
Streamers do that to themselves all the time. So many streamers have amazing relationships online. Offline, they barely talk to the people they stream with. They have no personality. They give everything to their creation, and then they're a husk of themselves. In 10 years, you will not be hearing about them. I promise you that. Yeah. The medium, maybe you just like the idea of being big and successful. Maybe you like the idea of being rich.
Who are my streaming goats, Chad? That's a good question.
You have to truly love.
Chad, do you guys know my streaming goats?
To be a big streamer.
You guys want to take a guess on that?
So what does it mean when I say who's your goat? I need you to find streamers in the niche you are in. Okay? If you are doing sports, don't put down, you know, Jeffree Star as your goat or whatever. Try to make it somebody who's in the same.
No, streaming goats, not goals, not with an L, with a T.
Same sphere as you. All right. So for example, look,
you're good, bro.
Everyone knows Anthony Edwards. Yep. All right. Anthony Edwards often says he's inspired by KD. KD, talk to him in an interview. He says he's inspired by Kobe. Kobe obviously inspired by Michael Jordan. Most of you probably don't know who David Thompson is. Okay, that's the domino piece that started it all. He inspired Michael Jordan to be the player he is. We stand on the shoulders of giants. Respect these giants. Study your goats. I'm gonna give you a few examples of people who I like right now. And so when I ask you to write down these goats for this homework assignment, I want you to write down 3 people and why. What about their content do you find so alluring? So I'm gonna give you examples so you can do this easier. Joe Bart, king of the content funnel. We'll talk about the content funnel a bit later.
Joe Bart, obviously one of the goats. Come on, chat. It's Joe Bart or Malozzi, bro. What I love so much about Joe Bart, what do I love about Joe Bart? You know what I love about Joe Bart is I love that his personality transfers to everything and he's real. But what I love about him specifically is that like the guy does everything, bro. He makes IRL content sometimes with the not. He doesn't stream it though. Keeps it very specific. He makes reaction content that's entertaining and fun to watch. He makes gaming content that's fun to watch and horror games. He plays party games that's fun to watch. He competes in events that's fun to watch. Like he does everything. I think what I love about Joe Barr is that he does everything but keeps the same personality. I would say my next streaming go. I mean, it's funny to watch him, but Ludwig is probably definitely my next one. The reason, like, funny thumbnails that made him more recognizable too. Yeah, exactly. I'd say that Ludwig is probably one of them. Is just because like he always finds another way to take it a step up inside of his niche game. Like he does gaming and he does IRL and all this stuff. He does everything too in a sense, but I love specifically about like Joe Bart like does everything, keeps his person. I just like Joe Bart. I think he's a great fucking person. I think he's a great human. And I think he makes great content. But what I love about like Ludwig so much is that he like levels up his content. He created the subathon, then he made a Bro v Bro, and then he made the streamer games. Like he's always looking for ways to level up. Always. I think it's Jinxie. Ooh, no, you know what? It's Jinxie or Ron. Jinxie for the factor Jinxie is doing tournaments and creating this stratosphere of gaming that never existed before in every game. Yeah, no, Ron's just farming. Yeah, he's freeloading. But I think it's Ron. I think the reason Ron would be so high up there is just because the way Ron went about succeeding is unbelievable. He went from being nothing to being something to being nothing to being something. Like Ron is the success story that we all want. Yep, saved Rocket League and Clash Royale. He saved. Yep.
They're probably kings of authenticity in streaming, and I think authenticity is what audiences really enjoy, right? Especially because there's such like a Mr. Beastification, you know, of like big grand events or whatever. People like authenticity, a friend group who are actual real life friends. You can't get much better than that. And then KDB, she's funnier than I'll ever be. So honestly, I'll watch funny people to hopefully. You are 30 minutes late to class.
I'm not even in this class.
Batman, go. That's even a better reason. Decent that.
No, vocal notes.
Get out of here.
Don't worry about it, I got it. All right, come on. Let's get out of here. All right.
I don't care about for these stupid moments. I'm genuinely like.
All right, homework. Guys, back to it. Your homework. All right, there's 3 things. I'm only checking for 2. First one, I need your goals, at least 3 for the end of the year.
Got that.
I need you to think about the schedule. I don't need to see what your schedule is, but start thinking of an ideal schedule.
My schedule? What would be my ideal schedule if I didn't have work, chat? What would be like an ideal schedule, guys? Right? Like we were a full-time streamer. So I think like Monday, like let's just do time. Fuck the week. We don't need the week yet. We'll do the days. Days can wait. We got a lot.
And then finally, write down your 3 goats and why they are your goats, what you admire about them. And I want to just actually take a few right now. Does anyone have some goals they'd like to share with the class? Bonnie, please. What's a goal?
Chat, my goal, full-time content creator this year. I would love to be a full-time content creator this year. We got a lot less time left, but it's still possible, chat. It's still fucking easily grabbable, easily accessible. Full-time content creator. I want to get 10K on YouTube. I want to get 200 subs on Twitch at once. Like not like from one person, but at one time I wanted to say 200 gift subs. And I want to hit 100K on TikTok. All of this is very applicable. The other one last thing that I would love to do is I would love to host at least 3 tournaments. 3 tournaments. That would be freaking crazy. I mean, that would be amazing.
Lose your imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
Just be more confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about we?
Oh, God.
So uncomfortable.
Really not that bad, bro. I think the people making a reaction, the ones who are.
I think, Bonnie, a good way to phrase goals are things you can make actions on, right? So lose the imposter syndrome is hard because it's a little open-ended. So maybe write down things you appreciate about yourself every day. You know, like.
I feel like I could
Are people calling you fat? Does chat call you fat?
Said you are not that fat. That's crazy.
You are not that fat?
A lot of this class is kind of dumb, but I'm just here. I just like listening to the not that Ludwig's dumb, like the iteration of class dumb, but the way the people are talking.
Goals are great. What you got back there?
Grow my clothing brand and sell about 10,000 for the first year.
Grow your clothing brand, sell 10,000 units in the first year?
Yeah.
I like that. What's the clothing brand name?
OLVR, Oliver.
Have you dropped a drop yet?
Not yet. I'm getting samples August 10th.
Now samples August 10th? I like it. All right, what's your goal?
Make more art, learn how to spend time off, and more technology free time. And AJ, you lost so much weight. Don't call yourself fat.
AJ, I like that. AJ. Why are you calling it make more? I think it's important with goals.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's not even really about that. It's just like I don't know. Like you're here, like it's fine to have like a sense of humor. Obviously, they need to have a sense of humor. They need to be joking. They need to be lighthearted. Like you can't just be serious all the time. But like if I was here, bro, I'd be so dialed in that I wouldn't even like. I would just be so locked in, bro. Like simple shit like that would not make me laugh. Like there's certain things that would make me laugh, of course. Like, but like I would be so just like, bro. Like I just want to learn, bro. Like this is my I'm sitting in front of Ludwig, bro. The guy who fucking established himself and made a career off of like actual intelligent and entertaining content that had not been seen before. Like I would be so fucking dialed. But I would also be like, well, these guys are all just like me. They're all just like me. The only difference is that some of them have succeeded and some of them have not. Like everybody has a dream. In a different life, there could be a different path that would have been taken for them to succeed and the other person next to them not even to be here. So it's just, I would be thinking, like, I'd be like, wow, bro, this is amazing.
Let's get a little more specific. Make more art is open-ended. It can be one of those goals that you're like, I can do an event. You can push that off. So I don't know what specific art do you make?
Well, that's the thing. I do all art. I'm all media. So it's just more like reconnect with it. Like, okay, more specifically, reconnect with it off stream. Because now I have such a streaming mindset that I'm like, okay, now how can I structure this art to be funny and interesting for a stream to keep my viewership going?
So why
I
not
need to
say,
cut that off.
hey, I'm taking Fridays off now. That's a day where I can work on myself and I can also do my art.
Because like you said earlier, it's so easy to like, when you see a wave that you want to be like, oh, I need to ride this one. Because I feel like there's always, I have random lucky moments where I'm like, okay, I'm taking this one.
Yeah, but I think it's all right. I think the day off won't kill you. Or even if it's a...
I think not taking the day off will kill you. I think that's like the whole mentality you have to have is that like, yes, you're right. Right. You should not want to take a break. You shouldn't always want to just go, okay, well, I'm going to go to sleep. Like me, I have like a really bad issue with being lazy. I think I took too many breaks. I think I'm good. Like, I think I need to just lock the fuck in. And her, it sounds like she's like, well, I don't want to take a break. I don't want to die. I don't want to do this, you know? And I get it. I 100% understand. I'm so fucking there. When I'm not doing my content and I'm not making a video or editing video and I don't have a video, I feel so fucking pathetic and like lazy and just not doing enough or anything like that. But it seems like she's like, she needs that break to let her mind refresh so that when she is creating content, it doesn't feel forced.
Morning or whatever it is. I mean, you can fit it in. How about an example of some goats? Who here has a goat in mind? Someone they really
Ludwig.
like?
He's waiting for
someone
him.
Someone thinks great, that inspires them. What you got?
Extra Emily.
Extra Emily, and why?
I like her.
Driving? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
That was good. That was good.
My car is total too, but that's not the point.
I don't think you guys are one and the
I
same.
like that she just does like solo streams. I did the same thing where I just travel.
In IRL?
Yeah, I'm about to do a Europe tour solo. Just me and my camera.
And the confidence she has walking in those places.
Yeah.
I think
That's fair. Extra Emily, I think another thing about Extra Emily that's like interesting though is like a wave of I think it's very impressive is, well, I would say Extra Emily's impressive, but I think her lack of like she was willing to quit off of just hate alone from her doing a character, which is her own iteration and her making mistakes. Like wanting to quit when you have all of that is insane to me. I don't think I'd ever quit unless it was genuine hate for something that was like, I don't know, you'd have to like, I don't think there's any way I would ever quit like that, bro.
Mr. Keem.
This is no glaze.
I think that would fuck over a lot of people who can't drive. Emily doesn't need to drive. Also, yes, Agent is a goat. He has grinded so hard. Rakai also is just an idiot. Like he should have been banned too. Yeah, like there's so many people who should have been banned for it.
He's very consistent. He does immaculate IRL content. He's an amazing gamer, and he's a reacts king.
I would say what he does better. What does
I wouldn't say he's an amazing gamer.
he do better than Lyric?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't watch a lot of Lyric. I know who he is,
What
but I
does he
don't
do
watch.
I think Agent has more personality in his content than Lyric has in his content. Not that Lyric isn't the GOAT of gaming. Lyric is a genuine gamer. Lyric does gaming, 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 gaming. Agent does all variety content. Agent does IRL content. Agent does like gaming content. Agent does tournament content. Agent interacts with other streamers on a daily basis. Agent is more in the connection based area. Like he is more connected to a lot of streamers and more in. I would say he does more around that instance, but I would say Lyric is a gamer. Lyric is a gamer. What does Void stream? Void streams everything.
Better than Soda Pop. What's he do better than me?
What's he do better
It's
than?
not a competition, Ludwig. I know the answer. I want to see if he knows the answer.
Well, I will say this: he is the Professor of the Year of 2025. So.
I think the only reason I'm pushing you on this is when I want you to mention your GOAT, I need you to really know who they are.
Okay, so what he does do better, I would say, is like. So he has a group, AMP, and they make content together regularly.
Yo, I don't know. I don't know how to put it into words, but I don't know, bruh. I have I have the thought that existed in the tip of my tongue. I just can't face it. Like there's I've seen this exact situation, this exact imagery of this into the classroom. That's crazy. Agent, right? Agent is more diverse with his content on a daily basis, where he I would say that Agent is always willing to he's always going out of I would say going out of he's not just a desktop streamer. For some people who like that, I would say Ludwig. What Ludwig does better as content is he's always looking for innovation. He's always looking to create different types of content that is different than what he created yesterday. I feel like for Lyric is a very consistent gamer, but he is a very, very nice and awesome variety gamer. Everybody has their own niches and their own implications that make them better. And sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. That was crazy. I swear to God, I mark my words. This spot right here, somebody in this clip is going to have something about them come out in the future. I have no idea, bro, but I just got some whiplash. Oh my God, that slapped me in the face.
And I don't know if you have a group. Maybe you have the yard.
Yes,
or
F
something.
Slayer.
I think,
First off,
Agent, you can back me up. I think what Agent does better than almost anyone is the thoughtfulness of his segments.
I agree.
I think he ideates probably more than almost any other streamer, and then the segments that come out.
I don't believe that. I don't. Well, maybe he ideates better. I think he puts a lot of work into his segments. Yeah, that's fair. That's valid. I think the person who does the most with his community and is actually the most careful with his community, which is a different instance, is Queso. Queso's the nicest and best streamer I've ever seen in my life. This guy is he is full-heartedly backing viewers. You know what I mean? Where Ludwig says, "I'm not your friend," Queso says, "I am your friend." You know, that's the difference between those two for sure. With Queso being good.
Out of that are much more creative pound for pound, okay? As opposed to someone like me or Lyric, who are much more desktop focused, or an IRL streamer who's too scared to try out desktop. Agent will push boundaries in the expressiveness about his ideas.
He's like, shit,
Okay?
glaze me.
So
Glaze me more.
I would spot for you. Do you agree with me on that?
Okay.
All the compliments.
That gives me more alignment, right? What I would say that Joe's good at versus other streamers, and why I like Joe, is because he took a format that already existed and he pushed it beyond bounds by giving it actual entertaining commentary before anybody else had done that. And now everybody obviously tries to do that. Everybody tries to do all this commentary. Yeah, reaction content existed, but Joe's personality is what shines through in that instance. And I understand that's not something everybody can copy because that's who Joe is, but he gives this hopefulness for people where it's wow, I can create any content if I'm funny enough and if I'm just a genuine enough person. And that's who Joe is. And he keeps it very, very straight. He keeps it very, very real. He doesn't let cap about anything, doesn't lie about anything. He just says his opinion and does what he does, and that's it. My other two goats, which are Ludwig and Ron, I think what I love about Ronaldo is he doesn't care. He does him, and he keeps doing him, and he is one of the funniest streamers ever. Ron will do anything and everything that he needs to do to succeed because he knows what it means to have already failed once after success. You know what I mean? And then Ludwig, I mean, we already know Ludwig. Like I said, Ludwig has literally countlessly reinvented himself to keep pushing his boundaries of success that were limited or would have been limited had he not actually kept innovating and creating new thought processes. That's my goats.
All right, let's get one final one. We're going to go next after that. We have not heard from you yet.
Hi, I'm Tana Biddick. My goal, I would say, is to become like the first female athlete in this kind of industry. I play softball, so I don't really know many athletes in general that sit here and stream like this and make it here. So
You play softball, but you stream, and you're a streamer. I don't. You're doing two mediums. You want to be an athlete, but you want to be a streamer. How do you go about succeeding in two routes that are both so difficult? Like, to be an athlete, most athletes give athleticism their all. And to be a streamer, most content creators give content creation their all. Like, this isn't like okay, well, I'll do this and I'll do that. Like, you can't have a bowl of cereal and then at the same time, like, you can't eat a bowl of cereal, right? Like, be eating a bowl of cereal and then at the same time, like, be cooking steak, you know? Like, you gotta choose which one you want to do. Like, I'm sure you could pop a cereal in your mouth and go cook steak, but you can't consistently eat that cereal sitting down and then go, okay, well, I'm gonna cook a steak at the same time. And then, you know what? While I'm cooking the steak, while I'm eating cereal, I'm gonna do jumping jacks. Brother, like, that's not gonna work.
especially females, so that's my goal.
Okay, I like that. You're trying to develop a niche then?
Yes.
I like that. All right.
He didn't really
Let's
hit
go
that loud
through
too
then.
much because it's not.
All right.
It was Victor earlier.
Guys, show of hands. Did anyone here not write something down? Did anyone here not put down their goals?
Why would you raise your hand?
My genuine advice at this point, and I do not say this with malice in my heart, you should probably quit streaming. I do not
This
think
clip went viral.
you
by the
are
way.
cut out for what it takes to be a full-time streamer if you are not willing to put the work in right now to do such simple things as laying out the goals for what you want for yourself. I don't care if you guys are successful. I'm a multi-millionaire. My life is awesome. But if you don't care for your own life and your own success, then who can? Who is supposed to? All right? Prove me wrong.
Just because it's small, I don't mean it can't get the job
You didn't
done.
write you're watching online. You didn't write the goals down, even though I told you to do it. I told you to put down who your goats were, what your goals were. Think about your
Homework was done in
You didn't do
class,
any
by the
of
way,
that.
for those who got
And
upset.
You probably won't want to spark stream. You probably won't want to come up with these things and be the streamer that you hope to be in your dreams. What you got for me?
Please use the bathroom.
Yeah, you can use the bathroom.
Thank you.
Also, I'm so sorry. The signal is low-key ass in here.
Huh?
She's been effing the whole
It's awful everywhere in this building.
Yeah, I think it's just awful everywhere. Look,
Yo, he's talking, he's yapping, like, he's like saying, like, you should quit if you're not this. And he hits him with the, can I go to the bathroom? Wait, you literally could have held it for a little bit longer. You already held it long enough. The girl, in the, who, what was the next thing that was said? Oh, I'm sorry, but the signal's ass here. Bro, this is the end of the class. This is the last final saying. He is talking to these people who have not written down their things, and you guys are fucking yapping. Like, it's, like, unimportant, bro. What the fuck? Like, I don't give a shit about that. Like, obviously they can do what they want. He probably doesn't care and stuff like that, obviously. But it shows, like, this sentiment of, like, you just don't give a fuck about actually succeeding. And all you want to do is just be here for the, this is funny and laughs, bro. Wow.
any moment you guys can leave. I don't care. Do you? All right, guys. I feel like we were talking about more high-level things that you can work on for your life, whatever. All right, I know a lot of you guys are already successful streamers on Twitch, but if you do not know, this is some generic advice that I think is applicable to everyone. I think we all know this. You cannot grow on Twitch. We know this, right? There's no discoverability. We have heard about this. We've heard about this ad nauseum. And so what do? You go to other platforms. Maybe you make YouTube videos, whatever. I try to prove this. I made a video asking whether Twitch was luck or skill. I went live on a secret channel, and I waited to see how long it would take for me to get viewership. Okay, usually when I go live, I get 10 to 20,000 viewers. I was live for 4 hours, I didn't get a single viewer. I didn't even get a bot. They do occasionally.
That's the
but
thing
not
of why
nearly to
I
the extent
think
that somebody like TikTok does,
I
where you
think
get the live stream, you're like, why are they?
they need,
fucking
I
live
think
stream?
low-key,
And
like,
you
these sites need to do, like, and it kind of would suck, but it would almost make it more potential for the streamers themselves, which is important, is to, like, do like stagnant ads that are always on your screen because they get views per person seeing that. So like put a fucking ad like to the right of my screen if you're not full screen. If you're full screen, of course, you know, you can pop an ad up and then you can click an X on it. And then like every hour it'll pop an ad up, boom. And if you don't click it, then it'll just stay there and they get more money for how long it's there. And then you can also pay for it to not see any of them. And I know that you can pay for no ads for video ads, but imagine like just ads that are on your screen. Like, yeah, they're going to be annoying, and like video ads are annoying as well because you actually miss a stream. But then you wouldn't miss a stream, and these would just be ads that would just be on the screen, and some people wouldn't care.
TikTok's a lot better at pushing live streams than YouTube. YouTube doesn't really do it because it doesn't pay them the big bucks, and they're scared to fuck with the moneymaker, which is VODs. All right. So, question for y'all:
how many hours a day should you stream? 4.
Should you stream a day?
4 to 5.
All right, love it. What you got?
Wait, a day?
How many hours you stream a day?
Personally, or are you saying?
How many hours should you stream?
I think 2 to 4.
Okay. Who else?
2 to 3.
4 to 6.
Okay. Anyone else got an answer? We kind of got a full range there.
I would agree with 4 as well.
Yeah, 4 to 6.
4 to 6? All right. I like that. I think you guys are in the money spot. 8 to 12 is way too long. You are wasting your time. And this is about efficiency of time, okay? You can stream 12 hours. You'll make more money. You'll get more subs. You'll get more followers, whatever. But the efficiency of your time just isn't there. Because Twitch is not going to help you grow as a creator. You are basically cashing in on the audience.
This kind of just showed that. Like, I did this, right? Like, I did this stream to, like, and obviously I'm doing it for a different reason. I know the growth of, like, actuality of, like concept. I love that word today. But I know that, like, the growth of you, like, Twitch isn't going to be, like, something that's going to be like, oh, my God, let me just shoot you out there and just boom, 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 you're going to be big, you know? But I also understand that, like, fun. So I just don't want to be alone this weekend. I'm not going to lie, bro. I might end streams out and get some straight editing.
All right. This is from June 11th.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of my best streams ever. I'm going to ask you guys right now. This is a little bit of a trick question. Why is this one of my best streams ever? You take a look at, I have all the metrics out.
I assume it's like the viewership, how long people stay.
Because of the watch time?
Because of the watch time? Okay, what you got?
I think you're just very consistent.
Consistency, all right.
I mean, your title says Game with Friends. Maybe it was a big collaborative event, so it drew a lot of viewers to your channel.
Okay. What you got?
I don't think that's right.
These are all the segments that I got out of it. Real quick, this is the revenue. This is going to be for later. This is the revenue the stream made. It made $5,500. Okay, just keep that in mind. That's not a flex. Just keep that in mind. This is the content that I got out of it. Okay. So we had 3 VODs. Just got 14K. You know, 178K, 140K. I got 3 edited videos. 320K, $1 million, 330K. I got a couple shorts at $500,000 and $1 million. Okay. All right. That's all from one stream. 1 6-hour stream, I got all of that. Okay?
I can get that.
That's the 5,500. That's how much a stream made. If I streamed double, I might have made 7K.
100%. I just got to edit it all. I don't have an editor. That's the difference, I would say.
This is how much all that content made.
Holy moly.
They say holy moly as if that's shocking.
Made 25,000.
Well, why is that so shocking to them? Like, am I like on a different like mental state than these people? Like, all these people are bigger than me, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, of course you don't, like, who goes live just to go live? Like, I've been streaming for 45 hours. I went live, and I guess I could say, yeah, just to go live, right? No, I went live because I genuinely didn't want to be alone. I just wanted to chill on stream. I'm going through a rough time, and I'm just fucking, like, I would have loved to hit that. I would have loved to just hit a little subathon with you guys. Obviously, I know I'm not going to get subathon, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just stream for as long as I can stream for. But, like, why would anybody who's actually, like, got a schedule, who doesn't have any struggles, who's just doing this, right? Why would they just go live? Like, I am only going live to get content for YouTube, chat. Like, that's what I do that. Like, when I play games, that's the only time that I'm not really recording. But when I do my hardest challenges ever, when I do chat, we're gonna go ahead and play some chat games. When I go ahead and say chat, we're reacting to videos. Like, those are all videos. Those are all content. That's all shit that I'm uploading, bro. Like, I don't even understand why you would ever make content with no like iteration to YouTube. Like, even like clipping is great, but god damn, bro, it's not that great.
That is separate from the stream's revenue, by the way. 30 bands from one stream. 30 bands from one stream, 5/6 of which is from the stuff that comes out of the stream afterwards. This is called the content funnel. This is why being a streamer is so valuable.
This is Joe Bart, by the way. This is literally, Joe Bart has the best content funnel in existence, like genuinely right now, nowadays. Reactions, millions of views. Every video, every day. Okay? That's a nice content. That's a nice little thing in his stream. And he gets the viewership in the stream. Then he goes over, okay, today we're doing random games. Random games, 1 million views per video, pretty much. 300, like 500K to 1 million views per video. Okay, that's every other day, 2 every day. Then he does philosophy, 700K, 200K, 1 million views, whatever. Okay, segments, funny videos, right next to horror videos. Boom, even more viewership. Oh.
Because when you stream, you can turn that stream into a YouTube video. You can have a thriving VOD channel. You can get amazing clips that are driving people to different.
Should we do a VOD
maybe
channel,
long form,
chat?
maybe short form, whatever.
Pop up this 48-hour VOD.
When it comes to like playing this, because I've tried and played with this a little bit myself. I kind of wonder, do you ever like?
Can you close the door on him?
Have you ever tried, or do you still like kind of make scripts in a way, like before, like say you have something that you want to really make sure that you talk about or you say? Have you ever like been like, okay, this is what for this segment I have some type of script for?
Are you talking about for long form?
Yeah, for the long form. Like when you're like, okay, I know I want to make sure that I talk about this in my long form.
So I think ultimately the question here is, do you have scripts for your segments? No, I just have rough segments that I know are going to happen. So this stream, I set up a Mentor Chameleon lobby that I was going to do with some friends that I knew would hit because I knew the group was really good because Northern Lion was in it and he's electric, okay? I had planned to watch the CoffeeZilla video because the Lego scandal it's like a big drama. It's a hot topic. A lot of people want to hear about it. And CoffeeZilla is like the investigative guy. And I've been doing this challenge called the God Gamer Gauntlet. And that one was a little more freeform, but it's a structured stream that I have set up that people are familiar with. And so I knew I was going to do all 3 of these concepts going in. Okay? And that was my game plan. I'm not as good of a clip farmer as other people, so I just have an editor and I say, find it. Find the diamonds for me, because I'm not good at it. A lot of you guys are really good at this part. So what do you do if you're good at this part? How do I get better long form? This is all you're working on now. This is all we're focused on now. You know how to get the clip. Why do we have to worry about it? You already know how to do it. So let's improve the other part of our game. Okay? I used to be dog shit long form. So we're
Nobody does long
segments
form.
on stream.
But you know
that will
why
turn
nobody does
into
long
good
form?
YouTube
It's
videos.
because editing that long form content will take you at least like 7 hours, dog.
Study that game. Expenses are like $250,000 a month, or excuse me, yeah, $250,000 a month about. So it's hard to say because it's not like individually catered towards this stream. It's not like the clipper gets paid necessarily.
Chat, we're watching this fan game Sunday though.
So.
We're ending stream though. I think we're ending after this. I think we're ending after this. I think. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. We're ending after this. We'll be live maybe tonight to do like some segments. We'll hit 48 and then we'll end. And we're gonna go ahead and I think we're just gonna do react content for the rest of the stream.
Do you agree that when you stream versus make a YouTube video, there's like a different like flair or like a flavor to it? So do you have any tips for like when you use your stream to make a video, like how to edit that well to do well on YouTube?
Okay, the question was, you think videos are better when they are recorded than when they are streamed?
No, I think it's a different feel.
It's a different feel.
No.
So
he had the question that would have been great. A great, and obviously it's more for editors, but he used to edit his videos. A great question would be, how do I make that stream, which is 2 hours long, entertaining? Like not entertaining, but how do I edit it to where it's good? Like what would be the way to edit that? I guess.
What it requires is a little love after the stream. So the stream is hard because you're live. You can't always contextualize things. You don't always know what the moment is that needs repackaging later on. VO of the live stream feeling like an offline recording.
What is VO?
That's the value of VO.
Oh, VOD.
Because you can basically carry through boring moments to moments that are more exciting. You can do a new intro now that you have the knowledge of what happened. Okay, so I think it down to voiceover. And giving your editors more ammo to make a better product. Any other questions on the content funnel? A lot of you guys chit-chatting back there for how bad you are at YouTube. I've seen it. Ooh. Okay? A lot of chit-chat for how bad you are at YouTube.
You're right.
I'm just saying, sometimes it is really easy to just focus on the thing you are good at. Let's improve the thing we are bad at. Some of you here don't even have YouTube channels, by the way.
Why
don't
are
even
they
have YouTube videos.
there?
We haven't uploaded in 4 months.
Bro, there's people like Small Fries who's genuinely a content creator, genuinely a streamer, genuinely a good fucking streamer, and he's just not there. Like, and there's people here who don't have YouTube channels. Like, are we fucking?
That is not acceptable. Here's the deal, guys. You are not just competing against other small streamers. You are competing against every streamer. You need to be better than the biggest streamers to be getting the attention of viewers.
This is
I
inspirational,
have good
bro.
news for you. Most streamers are absolute dog shit. Most streamers are absolute dog shit legacy streamers who boot up a game and just kind of coast, and they're multimillionaires, and they're not providing new things. So if you're hungrier, if you're willing to work on the stuff you're not good at, you can replace some of them, okay?
Squeaks
But it's
is a
not,
goat
it's
for
not
that.
negotiable. You
Squeaks
have to
did
be
that.
doing long form videos. You have to be working on clips. And you can do it slow. I know it's expensive. It's hard to get all the editors for it, whatever. You can do it slow, but make it something you are actively working on. Any other questions? Okay, I want to leave you guys with a quote here. This is from Abe Lincoln. Give me 6 hours to cut a tree and I'll spend 4 sharpening the axe. What's the connection there, Marlon?
The connection there is instead of just going at like instead of just streaming for 6 hours, he'll prepare before cutting the tree. So he'll prepare and do everything else he can to make that cutting process faster. So he'll preparation. It's just preparation.
You're sharpening the tool instead of
the tree. What the fuck are we saying? Preparation.
The connection here is we're spending 4 hours figuring out what we're gonna do on the stream, so then our stream can be the most successful stream it can be, right? We don't spend 6 hours just going live because you had 6 hours available. It would be genuinely more valuable if you had 8 hours to go live to spend 4 hours figuring out what you're gonna do and then 4 hours doing it than just being live for 8 hours. Some of you guys stream too much. We gotta be streaming less. And it doesn't mean we're taking the time off. It means we're actively taking that time to be thinking about what we're gonna do on stream, okay? And every big streamer does this. Sometimes they have help, which makes it a lot easier for them because they got capital, they got money to do it. If you do not have that, then your time is your capital, and you have to use that time to set up your streams the best you can. Guys, that is the end of my class. You guys have any questions for me? Do you have any questions you would like to go over? It can be about anything streamer related. While you have me, we have another 5 minutes here before you got to get out.
Should every stream be turned into a YouTube video?
Should every stream? No. Maybe the stream you thought was going to be good and it turned out dog shit. You shouldn't make a dog shit YouTube video. Or maybe you had to do some commitment for a sponsor. You don't want to make that a video. I'm doing a Twitch Rivals event. God knows I'm not making that into a YouTube video. I'm playing Valorant for 7 hours. And the light of day will never see that, but I will still do it. It just won't be a YouTube video. Agent, what you got?
What's the split on like how you spend your time on a day-to-day?
I can go back to my schedule, but this is pretty honest. This is pretty honest to what I do almost every day, Monday through Friday. I mean, weekends are more variable because I got events or whatever, I'm going out, but.
How about on days you're not streaming?
On days I'm not streaming? I don't know, I'm just fucking big chilling. I think I'm streaming probably 6 days a week, maybe like 2 to 4 hours, really. Like I'm not doing long streams. Okay, I stream maybe 3 to 5 is more accurate, but like I think I've streamed 90 hours in the last month. I probably spent another 90 hours thinking about what I was gonna do, but it's 90 hours total. Yeah, what's up?
So do you have set out days, or you just kind of you go with the whatever 6 days that week is allowing you to?
They're not necessarily like concrete like that, because I think as a streamer you probably notice you have to be malleable. Maybe you're called to an event here, there. So it's more so about like, okay, I know I got to take a day off or whatever, as opposed to Wednesdays I'm
Okay.
off.
All right.
What you got? Another question?
Okay, so I've been stuck for a long time in the night shift. So my viewers peak between 2 to 6 a.m. Eastern time. And I've tried to transition to earlier times, but my viewers just don't transition well because most of them are over.
I thought she actually had a job. That sucked. Okay, I was like, maybe this will pertain. Okay, so I think I know what we need to do, chat. So obviously this is like a long stream. This was just a good stream for me to get my brain reset, maybe, I guess. I know a lot of people would think of it differently or something, but trust me, But anyway, here's what we're doing. Okay, this is gonna be it. This is good. If you're here, if you're not, you're not. If you are, you are. Whatever, yada yada. Okay, we're gonna be going ahead and streaming less for sure. 4 hours that like we usually did. That really had nothing to do. That really had no orientation on me, no effect. But I think what helped a lot is like this shit isn't written down for like the fun of it, for like the adventures of like, ooh, I can write down stuff, you know, like we didn't just like, okay, we got this, boom, bop. Got this, boom, bop. Got this, boom, bop. And then you got you got all this. Like, it's not just written down for the fun of it. This is all really good information that'll be very, very helpful. Yeah. I mean, W Ludwig, bro. Like, I feel like a lot of people look at this and are like, oh, wow, Ludwig's giving me such good ideas, and then they're not going to make a YouTube channel. They're not going to upload videos. Like, I've never had that mindset. I've always wanted to make YouTube videos before. I was like, since I was 13, I've always looked at the content creation. I've always been interested in it. Have I ever pushed myself to do it? No. I had a lot of other things that I thought were more important to me at the time, which they were at the time, maybe not. But in my opinion, I wish I had started earlier. Maybe I would have been in a lot of different groups with a lot of different people who make content. I've tried to get into those groups or like just talk to people to get like networking going, but I feel like so many people have like this closed off mindset where they don't want to work with other people, or even smaller streamers who aren't that much bigger than me or big in general are like, I don't want to work with this person. I always had that mindset where I'm always down to work with anybody that I can work with. But yeah, this was the video of watching Ludwig. It's probably gonna be on my reaction video. Hey guys, if you guys want to subscribe, like, you know, do whatever you guys want to. We stream for 45 hours on Twitch, so you guys are welcome to follow Twitch. You know, we stay consistent on Twitch. We'll probably be live this whole weekend, and then we'll go back to our schedule of Monday to Thursday. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed, bye.